Today we're taking a look at the bulk truck bed pack for Bcbuhler Farms, as well as an update to the Volvo WIA. These are both going to be mods for all platforms once they are released. The Volvo, as a matter of fact, is already out. However, the update is not out yet. And then when it comes to the bulk truck bed pack, well, there's a lot to talk about. Probably best to start with the Volvo update. So this one, they've separated the X2 and X3 configurations into their own store. They've also got their own unique wheel options and things like that. So if you need an X2 or an X3, now you don't have to just choose the truck and find that option. You could do it this way. If you've already got one of these on your farm and you want some of the new wheel options, you will have to go to the store in order for them to show. They'll either be missing or just all white. Something will be a little bit weird. So make sure you just go to the store and select some new wheels and you're good to go. He's also added new hub and axle configurations. And when choosing the different rim options and the rim colors, well, your rims may change, or they may change altogether. As you can see, these rims are completely different from these rims because they wanted to make sure that you're not just coloring the chrome or coloring the aluminum. Now, whatever you choose will actually be the color that you want, and a few other things change too. I think that's pretty cool. Additionally, for anybody driving these, well, the suspension behavior will be better than it was in version number 1, as these improved the suspension behavior and added dynamic suspension along with it. Overall, just an absolutely epic update and a lot of great things coming with the Volvo WIA. However, this bulk truck bed pack is better than ever. We have multiple different beds, 3 different ones to choose from. So we have the Brandon grain box, we have the Winkler grain box, the silage box, and then we have the Lockwood potato box. But we also have pulp trailers for the X2 and X3. We also have a silage boss pup trailer, and we have an AGI Westfield DF614, which adds an auger to the back of your grain box. Without keeping you in the dark, literally you just back up to it, select it, and well, it's an auger. So you just pop it out, and now you can use this for loading up different things. You can use it to load up seeders and planters, fertilizer spreaders, things like that. It just turns it into an auger. So now you know it works. Let's take a look at each one. The first one is the Brandon Grain Box X2. It's only available in an X2 variant. We have multiple capacity options. We have 20,400, or you have 101,800. So yeah, that one for sure. It's also gonna more than double the price, 200% of the price. 20 grand. That's a $30,000 box, dude. We also have different setups for mud flaps, which is very, very cool. And then we have main color, cover, design, which is center stripe, and the other design, which is the bottom and top stripes. So now moving over to the Winkler grain box, we have this in an X2 and X3 variant. And these are pretty cool because we can actually divide these up. So we have the solid in-gate tarp, then we could do the box divider. So you have a divider that is in the middle. I don't know if you could see through the window there or not. Unfortunately, I can't remove the tarp here. We will remove it here momentarily. We also have a mesh in-gate. You've got the hinged in-gate with tarp, hinged in-gate with no tarp. Then we have the hydraulic in-gate tarp and without in-gate tarp. Then you can also do a silage extension, no in-gate whatsoever, which also has no capacity. So this is no longer a tipper. It is just meant to put stuff in. And then you could do an unrealistic capacity. It's going to be 115,000 liters. You could do another one right here. This is 137,000. As far as all the other options go, you got 23,000, 22.8, 23. So hovers around there. The only one's a little different is the extension here. This one's 27.5. Now we have a ladder. You could do a rear ladder there that is going to clip through right there a little bit, but don't worry about that. It's just on the legs there. Then we have the mud flaps. These are going to be the same as the other one. Very nice to see, but because this is a bigger one, the X2, well, actually, it's not any bigger. No, they are in the same place. Don't listen to me. And then we have one design for the decal. As far as these sidewalls, we can change how these look. If you guys want to change up and add like a center divider right there, you can. Speaking of, we are going to go with a box divider in the middle. Then with everything else, of course, just colors. If you go with the X3 variant, things are going to be exactly the same. However, you may notice there are a few differences with the capacity. So we have like a 27.7 thousand liter capacity, 28,000 there. If we go with the extension up, it's 33. And then the unrealistic is 139 and 166,000. Let's go and grab this bad boy. I'm just going to use the same truck that I have been using. We'll open it up. And as you can see, we now have a front section and a back section in there. So I've gone for the realistic capacity. So we have 14,000 liters for the front section. And then if we go around towards the back section, that is going to be 9,000. So it just kind of gives you an idea. These would be great if you need to load like seeds and solid fertilizer, and then maybe load up that auger for the back, and then you can really choose between which ones you want to load up. I think it's pretty cool. I love the fact that we've got that. There's 2 augers in there. Actually, can we like creep in here? Yeah, you can kind of get an idea of how it all works just from creeping in here and clipping through. That's pretty cool. Pretty ingenious. I like that. Now our next box is the silage boss. So this is a small version of the semi-trailer silage boss that we've already got in the game. So we've got a 37,000 liter here. You can throw silage boss on the side if you want that. Very cool. And then as far as your design, we have the truck, and then this is going to be our truck flaps. Yeah. And then if we go with the capacity options here, we have a realistic capacity and unrealistic, so 37 all the way up to 185. By the way, in that design, you just kind of choose which one you've got. So if you're on a truck, if you're on the truck tridem, you kind of split that up a little bit. And then we've also got the truck quad and the silage boss pup trailer, because we have a pup trailer that is designed specifically for this trailer. Jumping over, popping this, we've got the X2 as well. Same things through here. We have 32,600 and 163,000 on the capacity. Now I did want to run a little bit of a sneaky figurey outy kind of thing. Yeah, I said what I wanted to say. So on our left here, right beside us, or I guess our right, that is the X3. And because they only have one version for the pup trailer that goes along with these, we pop in, take a look at it, silage boss. There's no X2 and or X3 option for this. I just wanted to check it. I assume that it's going to work with both of them, but it is important to take a look. Yeah, not too bad. It does look like it sits back a little bit, or forwards a little bit, but you know what? Not too shabby there. And we'll bring this around. I decided to use a tractor instead of a truck. Most people are probably going to have a semi-truck with this, but there we go. Hook that up. Yeah, that one's a little bit further back, but yes, the pup trailer works on both. What about the other one, I hear you asking? Well, let's find out. Yes, indeed. And actually, I think that looks a little bit better. So I did use the other loader here. That one right there. Went with the X3, and it looks great. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, you could use both. I don't think you're gonna go wrong either. All right, so now it's the silage boss, and now let's pop down to our last tipper trailers. We've got the Lockwood potato boxes. So in here, 16,400 liters. By the way, these are potato boxes, but they do hold everything. All of these hold everything. They are bulk trailer tipper thingies. 16,400 in there. You can also do a 17,700, 19.7, and then we have a 98,500 liter capacity. That's going to be our unrealistic version. Always like having those. Ladder, of course, we've got one on the back. There you go. Fenders, we got fenders as well if you need those. And then we have decals. So we have the none, we have the straight blue or green and black line, not blue, sorry. And then none. I kind of like the angled. I think that looks pretty cool. We also have colors here as well. You can change up whatever you want. I do not have the unlimited color mod installed whenever I do videos like this. That way you can actually see what the modder is intended. And the modder here is intended for you to use everything. What about my DjGoHam? DjGoHam looks good. You haven't seen the video on that one on Bcbuhler Valley yet, you will soon. So that's our X2. If we pop up, we get about a 20,000 liter boost on the unrealistic side, and about a 3,000 to 4,000 liter bump here whenever we use this. So we've got the 19.9, 21.2, 23.6, and 118,000 on the unrealistic side. Ladder's the same, fender's the same, except we get the tridem axle version as well. And then we have the exact same thing for the decals and colors. Bam! Now I did want to take a little bit of a closer look at these. So I know this is the Brandon X2, X3 pup, but you can use this on all of them because X2 and X3 is a it's proprietary enough, but a lot of modders are starting to use them these days. But we do have lots of different wheel options for you guys here, so you can choose between the ones that you like the most. and they do match up pretty well with the truck as well, so that's pretty cool. And then here's your silage boss right here. No X2 and or X3 attachment here. It just is what it is, and it is pretty nice. They do look like they're all going to be floater style wheels, so the big tractor tires, so heads up there. And of course, we already talked about this guy. At the end of the day, they are tippers, so I don't think it's that important that we get each one of them out and show you how they work and how they're dumping and this and that. I think you probably know how trailers work, although we do have some pretty nice sounds with everything. Boom, back door opens, tips back, and that's about that. So there you go. That is your overview of the Volvo WIA Update 1.1, as well as the bulk truck bed pack, both from Bcbuhler Farms. You can download both of these right now on his itch page, which is linked down below. Big shout out to him for sending over information while I've been recording this video, so you guys get an idea of what to expect. Nonetheless, hope you have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one.